Alright, chat. We're in a new spot. I don't know if you can tell, but we're in a new spot. Welcome to my humble abode. This is my room. If you see me looking over there, it is because I am looking at myself. It's easier for me. You're on my second monitor, not my first monitor where my camera is. So, just be aware. But I'm blue. I'm blue. I have things to say. This is green. Where's there? It doesn't match. It's okay. I have things to say though, and I've written them down. But this is my room. Welcome. That's my bed back there. That's me. That's my bed back there. um so yeah. Let's get started. I have so much to say, and I might have to like go off book and go on little tangents, but we'll see. Welcome to the YouTube. If this is your first time, welcome to Buckets YouTube. It's Buckets. It's me. That's me. I'm that, I guess. Also, hold on. I don't know if you could see that. I don't know if you can see it right now. But there's something going on. Anyways. Oh, it is. I forgot this important part. It is not New Year's for me. It is not 2026. It is, in fact, Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. And it is 8:07 p.m. I need to turn my ringer off. Bam. Ringer off. Is it? It was not. It is Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. It is not New Year's. It is not 2026. I'm recording this ahead of time. And we'll see if I make another one, because it's entirely possible that I do. So, the first thing I want to address is there is not one big singular thing that I learned this year. I have come to the conclusion that expecting that is quite obtuse. We shouldn't be expecting to learn one big lesson. We should be expecting to learn several small lessons, which I talk about. The world is always changing. There is never one big lesson to learn any year. In fact, there are several smaller lessons to always be learning. And I think that's kind of evident in, like, even doing this. Like, I learned my lesson with the fucking posters above my PC. I'm learning about my YouTube. It looks yellow, but, like, I don't care. Next time I'll make it blue, maybe. There's an issue here, and it's that my PC is blue. So, like, the pictures above my PC itself, like the desk, the whole setup, blue. The shark, blue. This stuff on the wall, I don't know if you can hear it. Mostly blue. Me, blue. That was my Bluetooth speaker. Anyways, I got distracted by my microphone's eyes. My keyboard, blue. My background on both monitors, blue. My background on the home screen, blue. So, there's an issue I need to resolve, and I think it's called changing up my color scheme on YouTube. Actually, I don't know what my color scheme on YouTube still is. I might have to find that one out. Anyways, I think the lesson that impacted me the most this year is the realization that all I have is right here, right now. There's no tangible past or present I could grasp right this second. Yet here I am, even pondering the idea. I think it's I think we spend a lot of time focusing on what could have gone differently in the past and what will go differently in the future, which is maybe not something we should be putting all of our focus on. I think maybe we should be putting a lot of our focus towards the present, towards what we're doing in this moment. Um, I think part of it is that I would much rather spend my moments paying attention, living for this me, the me that is doing it, rather than worry about something that has already happened or something yet to come. We don't actually know anything. I think maybe it's truly impossible to know anything. What? Oh, beyond your own conscious. Yet I still strive to deeply understand anyone I come across. I don't know what it is that drives me like this, but I love it. I love understanding people and helping people. Maybe I'm just too full of love. You know I'm too full of love. If you know me, you know I'm too full of love. That's like my whole bit. The fact that I'm too full of love. Yes, this journal is green. It's because my bed is green. If I turned this light off, you could see it. But I'm not going to do that because blue. Blue. Like Bluey? Anyways. I want to mention about how I read a book this year called Meditations by a guy. And I want to dive briefly into how this contributed to my mindset this year really quickly. And doing so, I want to just share a bunch of quotes and then we'll go through it. Um, all these quotes really, really resonated with me. I highlighted them throughout the entirety of the book. And then when I was going back, I read on Apple Books, so I would just highlight and then go back and I can see all my highlighted, I can see all my bookmarked, so I would just go through. So let's start. Whatever you do or plan, do it as if you might leave at any moment. Book number 2, number 8. Death is imminent. While you are alive, be good. Book number 4, number 14. Should you be foolish too? I once was. Let that be enough. Book 5, number 29. The best revenge is not to become like those who wrong us. Book 6, number 5. You wouldn't put off becoming good. You shouldn't put off becoming good until tomorrow. Book 8, number 21. Stop discussing what makes a good person. Just be one. Book 10, number 18. So I kind of want to dive into this. Some of them are kind of clumped together because they resonate like with the same idea. So the first one and the second one, from book 2 and then book 4, dive into how we are all going to die, and that is like something that is known, that is something that is true. There is not a person in history who has not died. And it's about focusing on being here, on providing whatever you provide to other people, whether that be comfort, whether that be like philosophy, whether that be, I'm trying to think of what people contribute to me, whether that be like happiness or just like general understanding. You need to focus on like I said before, being here, being in this moment with the people you are around and the place where you are. It's about being grounded in the moment. Therapy dog. And focusing not on what will happen to you in the end. We all know what will happen to us in the end. It's death. So just do your best to be good. Do your best to, spend your life how you want to spend your life instead of how you think you should spend your life. You may have saw me smirk at this quote. It's the "should you be foolish too? I once was. Let that be enough." I just relate. I relate. I relate very. I resonate deeply with it. I think I'm quite foolish. And I was more than once. But also, that won't be enough. We're just gonna keep being foolish. Like, no matter what the end is, we're just gonna keep being foolish. Pardon me. Also, I'm not editing this. I'm just, like, recording it, saving it, throwing it right up onto the YouTube. So sorry, gang. So sorry. If you can see that, and you're not from Instagram or Snapchat, you need to, you'll know at some point. The best revenge is not to become like those who wrong us. Just speaking facts. Speaking straight facts. Factual. Big factual. Me when big factual steals my money. That was so not funny. I'm a poet. You shouldn't put off becoming good until tomorrow speaks to me on a personal level. I have a whiteboard behind me. Right there. And, I tend to write things that I need to do for the day on it. And I have this one goal, right? It's do yoga and do push-ups, and sometimes I can't achieve that goal, which is okay. But every day I don't want to do it, either of them. And so there's this BoJack Horseman quote that's like, the fucking running monkey up the hill, and he says to BoJack, he says, "You have to do it every day. That's the hard part. But it gets easier. You just have to do it every day." Which is so stupid because it's so true. And it just like, it has the same vibe because you can't put it off until tomorrow. You're just going to keep putting it off until tomorrow. You are going to never stop putting it off. You have to do it today, in this moment. You have to change yourself into the person you want to be, and that sucks. I wish somebody else could do it for me, but they can't. Which is annoying. Well, I guess the video's fucking done. Kidding. Sorry. Okay. And then I think it's stupid that we do this thing where we go, "Hey, I'm gonna make a resolution for New Year's." Do it today. Do it freaking today. How about that? I'm gonna do it today. Fuck New Year's resolutions. I'm doing it today. December 30th, 2025. God, it's crazy that tomorrow. Ugh. And then stop discussing what makes a good person, just be one. Dead ass. Dead fucking of ass. But also, like, I feel like there is some nuance to this because we do have to have, like, moral quantifiers of what makes a good person good and what makes a bad person bad. But also, that's so debatable because people can have different people can have different moral rights and wrongs as to what makes a person good and what makes a person bad. I don't think there are good and bad people. I have decided this. I think that there is just people. I don't think there is definitively good and bad people. I think that we can call people bad people and we can call people good people, but we don't know what their mind looks like. We are observers on the outside and we are not able to fully process what they are, if that makes sense. Anyways, on change. Because that's kind of the whole point of this. Hee 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 hee. The flow of time and events in the world is like a river, constantly moving. Book 4, number 35. Likewise, the world loves whatever happens. Book 10, number 22. And everything that changes will never be the same again. Book 10, number 31. Life is but an instant, and losing any moment is trivial. Book 12, number 19. I feel like I just don't have to reiterate on that. I used to be so scared of change. And I think this year I've kind of embraced it. I think this year I've felt more open to discovering who I am. I think a lot of aspects of my life have changed, and I think that has truly changed me as a person. I don't think I'm going to be the same person in January that I was January of 2025. I think that's okay. I think I'm excited in a way. I think I'm excited to see who I am. Because, you know, we're all gonna change. Might as well, like, live it up. And then to finish us off with one last quote. Don't be ashamed to seek help. Book 7, number 5. Obviously, I've gone through struggles. If you know me from any of my other platforms, I've gone through struggles, and we all know this very, very well at this point. If you are in a dire crisis, the chances are that you are responding out of an impulse. If you are genuinely considering suicide, I beg of you to seek help. You can text 988, you can go on their website, etc., etc. But I also don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to contemplate death and to contemplate our lives as they are. I'm very open about how I feel about death. And I think that's just kind of from not only life events that have shaped me, but my own mindset growing up. And I'd much rather contemplate death than be afraid of it. I'd much rather accept that, you know, I'm going to die, all my friends are going to die, my parents are going to die, all my pets will die. I am not immune to death. None of us are. And I think it's better to accept that and to move on instead of feeling fear towards it. So, yeah. But please, please, please don't ever be ashamed to seek any sort of help. Um, I know as a kid I was kind of ashamed to like be going to therapy. I was like, I'm not crazy, babe. You're literally a lunatic, but okay. Maybe I'm just a lunatic now. Maybe I was never a lunatic before. Who knows? Anyways, I was very ashamed of going to therapy when I really needed therapy. And I wish that I could go into society and change the way therapy has been viewed and the way that therapy has been demonstrated previously. Because I think it is something very beneficial, and I think we should encourage people to go to therapy and to find help where they need it. Because we can only be so many things at once. We can only be so many things at once. We can only be so many parts and pieces of a person. So don't wear yourself out trying to be a million parts and pieces. In fact, ask for help. I'm so hot. Anyway, so Happy New Year's from Buckets. We are in 2026 when I'm releasing this. I'm literally taking this video and stop recording, saving it, and then scheduling it. Pardon me. Um, have a fucking great 2026. Enjoy your year. Don't let anyone stop you. I am praying on your uphill, dog. Anyways, much love from Buckets. Bye! See you in 2026! Ah!